romantic Henry look
I
like?
was gonna
I
say,
don't
well,
even
he has a
know.
son, so
Yeah,
it's in
yeah,
there
yeah.
somewhere. But
Hi, Hardies. This is Heart to Hardies. I'm Marg from San Diego.
I'm Dawn from North Carolina.
Hey, Hardies, Jeanette from Michigan.
And we thought we would just have a gab sesh today. It's summer is coming to a very quick close. And about 2 weeks ago, we were like, we really should do something. And it seemed like we were like, what would we even talk about? And then now there's everything to talk about.
So
So
much.
we're super excited. We have a new Hardy with us. Lynn, tell us where you're from.
Hi, I am from Los Angeles area. Grew up in the San Fernando Valley and never moved very far.
Yeah, and Lynn made the trek to a San Diego Hardee's tea, and I just love her spirit. Tell folks what you're doing as a new Hardee, just brand new out of the box. You're just on
Out of the
fire.
Out
box.
of the
Yeah.
box.
Well,
That new Hardy smell. We love it.
oh, I just love it. I love the show. I love everything about it. I feel like I've got to make up for lost time. So at the tea that you hosted, Mark, I heard about the Hardees. I knew a little bit about them, but not much. And I heard that you could go on a tour of the set. So within a few weeks, I was there. I drove up by myself.
Amazing.
I have family along the way, so I stayed with my family like every night. And I took the tour. I just love the show. There's so much about it that is just like my grandmother. Elizabeth is my grandmother, basically. The lives are parallel. So that's another reason I liked it before I realized all of that. But I just love the show.
So
So
cool.
how did you find it? Like, what was it in a like Prime or Hallmark? Where was it that you found
So
it?
I hate to say it, but for the past maybe 4 years, I would sort of dabble on the Hallmark Channel. I was busy. I worked most of the time. I've retired now, but I would watch. I love Christmas Hallmark Channel at Christmas especially. And When Calls the Heart would be on sometimes, and I'd watch it, and I liked it. Then I got busy. But this last December, I totally focused on it. I don't know. Some of the episode hit me. I just couldn't stop watching it. As soon as I heard, oh, you can buy the complete season 1 through 12 box set, I bought it. I got it. I bought season 13. I watched them a few times. I love it. I love the show. It's kind of
Wow.
embarrassing. It might be embarrassing how much I like
No,
it.
No,
I'm not embarrassed.
you need
All right,
not be embarrassed.
and I'm proud.
You're among friends. We're all
Exactly.
exactly the same.
Welcome
All right,
to the
good.
fold.
We just have a
Thanks.
few dozen years on you of the mania, but
Yeah.
it's all good.
Yeah.
But I love that tell folks what you're doing to get together with other Hardies.
So I found that there's a Southern California Heartie group, and I knew Mark, so I kind of messaged her. Can I try to get together with some of these people? I didn't know how it works, and so she goes yes. And so I trying to figure out the geography, and it's what is it from North Los Angeles or something to San Diego or Ventura, I
Exactly.
think. Or
Yes.
Ventura. So I want to get together. I want to meet everybody. I understand they've been doing this for years. They might not be as enthusiastic as I am, or they've already met each other, but I would like to meet as many as I can. And so I'm kind of putting posts out maybe every week or every few days, joining in some other people. One of the girls said, what are you doing to decorate your home for the coming season 14? So a couple of days later, I showed what I was doing. And I have some of my grandmother's things, so I put them out and some pictures of her and all that stuff.
That's
And
sweet.
then I've been contacting I've been contacting anybody that will respond to me in the Hardees group. So I've PM'd with a couple of people, I met one girl at Starbucks in Corona, another girl we're going to get together with, hopefully more next week, not this week, but next week.
That's the part that I'm just loving, because I think that Hardee's groups have gotten into their brains that they have to do a tea or they have to do something formal. And it's like, you don't have to have a big group. You can get together at Starbucks with a couple people or go for a burger. Like it doesn't have to be this big drawn out thing. And I just love your enthusiasm, Lynn. It's just
And
really exciting.
I brought Diane into the group.
Yes, your friend Diane, who's
Yeah,
coming with you to HFR because you're coming for the
yes,
first time, right, this fall?
yes, yes, yes. We're really, really
Wow.
excited.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
That's
Well,
And
you
it's
are
good to
fantastic.
have
all
a
in.
bestie you can bring along. I love it.
yeah, and I have a close group of nurse friends, so I'm going to get them all involved too. We
Oh,
go out,
wow.
we see each other. It's like we get together, so we're going to start getting together to watch the show.
Love it.
Nice.
Love it.
Okay, I have one question about because you said there was a storyline that really grabbed you. What
Um,
was it?
well, okay, so try to be brief. Elizabeth was born about the time, well, I'm a talker. Elizabeth was born about the time my grandmother was. They both came from pretty well-to-do families, my grandmother and Elizabeth. They both became school teachers. This is what I found as I watched it more and more. They both moved to a mining town, Elizabeth to a coal mining town, my grandmother to a copper mining town, Bisbee, Arizona. They both got married in their respective towns, had kids there too. And my mom grew up there. I never met my grandmother because she died young, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But so my mom told me the houses, the streets were not paved. The city had like raised a boardwalk, sort of sidewalk, so that the rain didn't get on. I'm seeing all this on the show. It's very.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I mean, I know they did their homework, but I can vouch that it's very realistic
Yeah.
as to the time. My grandmother rode a horse. I've got a picture of her on a horse, and so did Elizabeth. I mean, the clothes are similar. My grandmother's, I've got clothes, pictures of her in clothes, but they're black and white. But thanks to, Barbara, is it Garagosa?
Regazova.
There goes it.
Regazova. I
Mhm.
love her. I hope I can meet her sometime. She gave me, through her costume design, I'm able to imagine what my grandmother's clothes might be
Mm.
look like because they're black and white. They don't look that pretty, but she was a very good seamstress by all accounts.
Mm.
And
So that's a lot of parallel from your grandmother to Elizabeth.
yeah, and one
So
more
I was
thing.
thinking it was like just a specific storyline, but it's almost like the whole shebang,
Concept.
you
Yeah.
Including
know?
the insulin, including how LJ got diadiabetes. Well, my grandmother
Really? Okay.
as an adult got diabetes.
Oh,
They didn't
wow.
have insulin in her town. They didn't have insulin in LJ's town.
Mhm.
But my
Right.
grandmother passed away because she didn't get her insulin.
Oh,
And
good
she
Wow.
was only
Really?
gracious.
30,
Wow.
33 or 34.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I feel this stuff is touching my heart,
Yeah.
Sure.
So
Yeah, no, that's
amazing.
great. And thank you for sharing that because that's
Mhm.
just what a journey that you have, just
Yeah,
like going into your
Yeah.
grandmother's steps,
Hmm.
enjoying that. That's really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
Beautiful. Well, we're very glad to have you here as we mark the first week of filming has just completed. So
Yay.
season 14 is underway. Um,
Batter up.
well, I know you guys share your observations of all of we saw Barbara's fittings, we saw some amazing photos this week. Talk to me about what struck you about the first week of filming.
Definitely waiting for that first Lori photo. So that
Exactly.
was
That's where I was
yeah.
Oh,
too.
And
Yeah.
yes,
I
That's
think there's
my
something
favorite.
special that it was Jack Wagner because I've
very.
always loved that Bill and Abigail friendship,
Mhm.
that they have such a quality friendship. So I'm really excited to see them just reunite as friends on the show. And yeah, just that I could tear it up all over again just seeing her on set. And I hope
Hmm.
that the whole cast took so much video of all the reunions of Lori with everybody because I'm sure there was crew that were there back when she was on the show and
Yeah.
in addition
Yeah.
to cast. So yeah, that was definitely a highlight of the first week for me for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
agree.
we
That
did
was the
talk
same
to
for me.
Mike Magnuson about when she came and filmed for last season, and some of the crew did go to her trailer and they kind of had
Mhm.
that first reunion. But you're
Mhm.
right. We'll eat up every minute that they share
Mhm.
with us of that. And
Yeah.
yeah, it was very precious. I mean, I was over the moon when we got the, you know, played selfies with
Yeah.
Aaron and Ben and the baby. I mean,
Yes. Yeah.
that was next level. And then to see Jack and Lori was also
Yeah.
next level. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty amazing.
Mhm.
And
So
this is the first time for Lynn, for you to even understand what a plain selfie is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Of Aaron's show.
yeah,
Every
you have to
year she
catch up
does
on a
it.
lot of inside jokes, Lynn.
Okay.
Because Aaron every year posts a plain selfie, not a plain selfie. So I don't know if you've observed that Aaron is a big fan of the pun. So
She
every
loves
oh,
puns.
she loves a good pun. So
Hmm.
but we typically each year as she heads back get a plain selfie, PLANE, and this one sort of took the cake. So that was
Yeah.
amazing.
I
Yeah.
also don't think many Hardees had on their bingo card that Kevin McGarry would be the first one to post from
I
set.
know.
That
I was
was a
Seriously.
just
nice
like,
little surprise.
I was gonna say, I'm looking at my
Yeah,
phone, I'm like,
that
what? What?
that was amazing.
Yeah,
And then I
although he
saw
find
yesterday Amanda got in on the fun because
Mhm.
Kevin was like,
Yeah.
I smell prequel because
A
evidently they
prequel.
share, they shared trailers. So Kevin was pretending that he smelled Ben Ayers and then Amanda was like, I still get the hint of perfume from Jill Hennessy, and that's adorable. So
Yeah.
there, yeah.
So,
We want to know if anybody's using Chris's soap.
I know. I know.
Or was it
That
under lock
is,
and key? Did he take it
yeah.
yeah.
home? Yeah, love
Yeah.
it.
Well,
Well, there is so much news coming out of Hallmark. It's been a pretty phenomenal, like, and nonstop fire hydrant of news and excitement, particularly for the Hardies. So I'm not even sure where to begin, but as Travis and Jason Kelsey would call it, it's the new news. So Jeanette, why don't you start us off on? We can all chip in what's new with Hallmark and movies and events and
oh my
everything.
gosh.
Yeah,
Well, I had to, in preparation, I started to like think about all the movies that are coming, and I had to make a list because
I'm
there
so
are
glad
I
you
know.
did.
so
Yeah.
many. Quickly, do you want me to just run down what we have
Sure.
Yes,
coming? Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Hopefully, get your pens ready, Hearties, because
Honest
you're
to
gonna
goodness.
want to or get your phone calendar out.
Yes.
So this Saturday, August 15th, we have an When Calls the Heart alumni, Daniel Lissing in Aussie at Heart, which is going to be a lot of
So
fun.
excited for that one
Yeah,
with Richie.
Good.
with his best friend Richie, and then Rhiannon Fish.
Yep.
And then August 22nd, we've got our first Chris McNally film, Love Finds You, which
Mm,
we just got our first preview for that one.
little preview.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's rocking the longer hair and
Gonna
Very long
say,
yeah.
hair.
And that kicks
probably had to go to
off
the barber shop for the big one.
yeah. And that kicks off the Fall into Love series with Hallmark. And then we jump ahead to September. Of course, there's other great films from Hallmark in between here, but highlighting our When Calls people, September 19th is the return of Garage Sale Mysteries. We're also excited. Murder takes the stage with our girl Lori. And
Mm-hmm.
some more When Calls the Heart alumni on that movie. They're bringing back the OG cast of the Garage Sale Mysteries. So
Gosh.
Eva Bourne, who everybody remembers as Clara. Connor Stanhope is back as the son, and he was the child with dyslexia way back in season one.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Wow.
her husband was a Pinkerton, right?
Yeah, Steve Basic, her
Yeah,
Steve
husband, was
yeah.
Basic.
back in
Yeah.
season one. Um, yeah, so that's there. Do you want me to keep going, or do we want to
Keep,
stop and
keep
comment
going.
on
Keep
those?
going.
Or do we want to
Well,
comment
I
on
mean,
those?
there's a lot to comment on.
Yeah.
I think people were very excited to see Garage Sale Mysteries. And what is the name of the actress who plays her partner in crime in the antique store?
Sarah Strange. Yep.
Yes, so
Hmm.
Sarah Strange is
Yeah.
back, and
Yeah.
that's
Hmm.
so good. So I
Yeah.
think it's just cool to see the original cast back with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, hello, we get it's like not even fall yet, and we're getting Dan and then Chris, and then we get more right around the corner from
Hmm.
it's
Yeah.
crazy. Okay.
So then we've got October, then we're into October. October 3rd. This one is interesting to Hardee's because it's called A Night to Remember, and it stars Julie Gonzalo, but it says appearance by Chris McNally. So any theories on what the appearance by Chris McNally might be?
Yeah. Did you see appearance or starring? Because I saw starring and I
One,
was
I
like,
think, yeah, I think one article said starring and then one said appearance. So,
Hmm.
oh, is
yeah,
it going to be a bigger role than we think or small? I don't know, but
right.
that's exciting either way.
And that's
So,
I get the vibe it's like a Halloween movie.
Well,
yes.
maybe he had to do some babysitting at set, so
He's
he's
still
just appearing just to
appearing.
get
Yeah. While mom takes the leading role there.
right.
So yeah,
Exactly,
yeah,
Love,
exactly.
love, love.
exactly. Love it. And then October 10th, followed up by Kevin McGarry and Lachlan from 1874.
That is an interesting pairing. I love that.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
spirit of Halloween on October 10th. So we get back to back Chris and Kevin, which should be fun. And then there's all kinds of stuff flying around about Christmas movies coming. So Kevin potentially, we did see Pascal in a commercial, which she looked like
Oh,
she had
there
some
was
Christmas
something
stuff.
there. Yeah,
There
she
was
was in a,
Christmas stuff in the background, so Hardee's are speculating
oh,
about that. So
I
yeah,
didn't see it. I didn't catch that there was
yeah.
Christmas stuff in the
In one
background.
of the
But
birthday promos. So go look
yeah,
for
but I
that.
saw something
Mm.
about Kevin's being a version of the Christmas Carol. So I think that's funny if
That's the
it's,
Halloween one. Yes.
oh, the
Yeah.
Oh,
Halloween one
really?
is a
Yes.
version of the Christmas Carol.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. So
Yeah.
Aaron does the Christmas Carol last year and then it was last year, right? And then Kevin does it this year. That's funny.
Yeah.
But as a Halloween
Yeah.
decal.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
Lynn, which one are you looking forward to of that batch?
All of them. You know
Right?
what? I just love all everyone on the Wind Calls the Heart. I've grown to kind of love all the actors,
Mhm.
adults and kids. I just kind of feel like I'm outside, but they're my family almost. You know?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh,
Mhm.
welcome to our world.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed. Well,
Yeah.
before we get to all the Christmas ones, or maybe you already covered it, but there's more, right? There's more Christmas stuff.
No, that's all
Okay,
the
that's it.
Christmas
Okay,
and
that's
all
what
the
we know.
Christmas stuff. Nothing, I don't think any of the official announcements have had any.
Okay.
I think it's all kind of speculation based on some articles here and there. And, we've got little tidbits of behind the scenes of leaked photos and all that kind of good stuff.
Okay. What was the movie that was on last night that had Doran Bell in it?
Yeah, that was part of they did like three summer movies this month.
So good.
Yeah, that one was super cute with Kimberly Susted
I love her. Okay, I
and
need to
Jesse
catch up
Metcalf.
tonight.
Yeah, super
Yeah, so
cute.
Doran played Joseph's brother Jacob in a couple seasons ago, and also made a very delightful appearance at the Hardy's family reunion a couple years ago.
Hmm.
So we have a special place in our heart for Doran. So that's
Yeah.
cool to see him in a Hallmark movie. He was part of a boy band, right?
Yeah, it was so fun. Yeah.
Right.
So good. So
I
did
Yeah.
he
know he was
sing? I
he
wonder. Oh my
did. Yeah,
gosh.
he did.
Oh,
He sang and danced. So Hardy's go check it out
Woo.
because it was fun.
There you
Yeah, it
amazing.
go.
was a fun one.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, and we will have a little Heart to Hearties review next weekend after Dan's movie, and then of course after Chris's as well. We'll just roll into the
Yeah.
holidays
Yeah.
because there's so much coming. But before we get there, Jeanette, you had the opportunity to go to the Hallmark, was it Hallmark Stars Live? Is that the
I
billing?
did. Yeah. Yeah, the
Talk to us
little
about that because
tour.
that's a new event for Hallmark this year.
Yeah, I have to say they did it for like 2 weeks. It didn't have any One Calls the Heart people because they were, trying to make a TV
Mhm.
show for us.
Yes, right.
Uh, the week I went to Detroit. So it had Nikki DeLoach, Andrew Walker, Paul Campbell, Kimberly Susted, and I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, Ashley Williams. I would say it's a really good event. If you can't go to Kansas City or you can't go on the cruise, or it's a really good event for you to get those behind the scenes stories that you don't necessarily get on social media. For the hardcore Hallmark fans, so people like us that go to a lot of the events, it was it was a little like a lot of the stories I'd kind of heard before.
Ah,
But they did do an improv section, which was hilarious. Like, and I think it was different at every show. So it was,
Oh,
great.
wow.
and it
Uh,
felt like, it kind of felt like, if you've ever gone to like Second City or Comedy Sports or like those kind of improv kind of places, it was just pure silliness, which was a lot of fun. So,
Fantastic.
but I highly recommend it for people that just, Nikki kept saying, we get to come to you. People always ask us, we want to come to you. And if just don't have the opportunity, can't afford to do those big trips or things like
Right.
that, it's a really good option for those kinds of fans for sure.
Fabulous.
A lot of fun. A
Fabulous.
lot of fun. Just a good time. You leave with a smile on your face and a lot of fun.
Good. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, and then Hallmark celebrated its 25th anniversary this week, which
That
was
is unbelievable. I remember when it was launched and they had
you
Little
do.
House on the Prairie.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
because I was working and then I go home and I'm like, oh, I just needed to have something that was trivial. I don't want to
Hmm.
go hard for the news or anything like that. And then
Hmm.
9/11, at that point, that was a lot of Little House on the Prairie, Waltons
Yeah.
and things like that. They were doing all the reruns for that. So that's how
Yeah.
they launched.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
that would have
then,
been.
go to what, 2014 or something like that.
I
20.
didn't think about that timing before, Dawn. That's really interesting.
I
Mhm.
That
didn't
that would
either.
have been
Yeah,
right after nine
seriously.
eleven.
Yeah, no, I was
Yeah.
just like, and I was
Wow.
all
People
in
are
with the.
craving good stuff,
Yeah, well, they
positive.
did
Yeah.
Christmas movies,
Yeah.
and I mean that was part of like early days, and so I
Yes.
was always having the Hallmark channel on in
Hmm.
Christmas time, and then
Yeah.
just floated into. I was like, oh, okay, well, these are reruns that I loved, and so that's.
Yeah.
But I remember it, so it's hard to believe
Well,
it's 25 years.
there wasn't a lot of When Calls the Heart presence with the 25th anniversary. So,
Hmm.
but I did like that Ben Ayers gave a shout out to the Hardies
Hmm.
at the event in New York, right? They had the live
Yeah. Yeah.
there, and that was really nice from 1874 for him to
Hmm.
acknowledge the Hardies because we kind of have been a big part of that
Yeah.
25 years um,
Yeah.
with season 14 underway. So,
Yeah.
oh my
Wind Calls the
gracious,
Heart has basically been there for half of it, almost, so
seriously,
over half of
that's
it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
over half of
exactly.
it.
it's
Yeah.
Amazing.
crazy. Yeah.
All right. Well, did we forget anything?
So it was a
I mean,
lot.
on top of the fact that we have Hardy's family reunion coming up in October, and that's kept us very busy. And I know, Lynn, you're gearing up for it. We just, put out some very fun merch for the 10th anniversary that Hardy's are enjoying shopping right now. And we actually have a sale this week, the 11th it starts. So go on 20% off of all the HFR 10th anniversary and all the Heart to Hardies merch is on
Is
sale.
there a code or just
Like a
it's
back to
already?
school shopping. I know it'll just appear at the top of the screen when you go to the spread shop. It'll just say 20% and whatever code is there, you use it.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Well, and
Good
it's
to know.
really cool to have Lynn here because to think about after 10 of these that we've done, that we do have people just like you, that are
Still,
discovering it. That's so exciting. And yeah, to see you there for the first time will be really special. Yeah, that's really cool.
it's
Wow.
cool. I mean, obviously you were there when the sets were not dressed, but we are
Hmm.
going to be watching your eyes
Yeah.
grow
yeah,
into
that's
like
the most.
Yeah.
giant
Mhm.
plates as you walk around that day.
Yeah.
That's going to be
Yeah. What are you looking forward to the most about it?
Well, just everything. But talk
Mhm.
about the set. I'm very visual, and it was bare, and I knew that that was going to happen. I think I'd heard about it,
Mhm.
and so when I got back and I started watching again, my DVDs, and I saw the immense amount of decorating that they do. And
Mhm.
I somehow on Facebook, I wrote something and I said, I really hope I get to meet Sarah when I just admire her for the decorations. And I hope I get to meet her for the reunion. And she said just commented that she'll be there. So I'm looking forward to meeting her.
oh,
Yeah.
that's so
Yeah,
sweet. Sarah's the best. Yeah, she's
she
so often
is.
there
Yeah, she
on
likes
set
to
for a
pop
day.
over on set day for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
And
That's
with
so
her little
cool.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
that's
and
gonna be
you're
great.
representative of we have a very high percentage of first timers, so for HFR,
Oh,
so that'll be
oh,
really, really
that's,
cool.
yeah, we're talking to each other on Facebook, telling us each other what table we're going to be at so we can come meet each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice,
Perfect.
nice.
Very fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna make so many friends, Lynn. It is It is a weekend of nonstop gabbing and feeling utterly free to talk about every detail about the show and
Yeah.
not at all self-conscious about it because you could go
Yeah.
you could
So
go as,
true.
you could
Because
go as deep and as long as you want
yeah,
to
we
with
That's
hardly
right.
talk about anything else. Like you just talk about One Call Star the entire
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a
That's
plethora of stuff to even talk about. We have what now 14 seasons, going
Yeah.
to 14
mhm.
seasons. So yeah,
Mhm.
so fun.
Well, what are you guys, as you consider, well, I guess we could talk a little bit about season 13 before we get into season 14. I have not been rewatching. I confess I have not. I did go back and watch some early seasons this summer, but I have not watched season 13. But I'm surprising you now. Does anybody have any sort of what you're left with after season 13? What are your lingering impressions or any new revelations that have come to you?
I've not done either. I did do 1874 for a rewatch, but I didn't do season 13, so I don't have a lot.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I'm looking forward to
I
a lot of things for season 14, but I don't know that I have.
I remember leaving that I being like surprised by it,
I agree.
by how
Yes.
much I loved it
Yes.
and how many
yes.
new fresh ideas they came up with. And honestly, for me, I remember it feels like one of my favorites ever. Just being kind of blown away. I think because we didn't really know a ton going into it. I mean, I think we all kind of knew we were going to get an engagement.
You're
They
right.
weren't subtle about, trying to let us
No,
know that it
not at
Exactly.
all.
That was like the first
Yes.
episode.
yeah, but the rest of it, I just had no expectation and just really being blown away by the writing
Yeah.
and what they brought. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
excited because to see what's to come. It's gonna
Yeah,
be cool.
I agree.
That's been my lingering impression is that I've had a chance to talk to friends who are not, I don't know if that I would call them Hardies. They've been watching all these years, so we certainly could, but they're not
Mhm.
that, into it or whatever. And I've like checked in with them and they were like, "Oh, I thought it was just such a strong season." So
Hmm.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah.
interesting to hear from people who are a little bit more insulated. And I think what was brought out by 1874 was the stakes of that show are so high with the survival of aspect of 1874. And as I look back at 13, I just think the fire was such a moving plot point and really set us up for higher stakes last season.
Hmm. Hmm.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it faded eventually. We didn't stay fraught the whole time, but I think
Hmm.
it was a great dramatic through line for
Right.
it.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Lynn, did you see 13?
Yes, I have. I've seen it
What
as
were
much as
you,
I
what was
can.
your impression?
I am just amazed. A few things. I'm amazed that the story doesn't ever repeat itself in all these years. And
Exactly. Yeah.
the kindness of these people, it's such an example and an inspiration for the world, really. I mean, these people are so kind. Elizabeth she makes me want to be a school teacher, and I would be just like her. And then the episode that really um, I watched a few times was I think it's episode 9, and it's one of the uh, segments is when LJ, he lost his father's medal and he just is having a hard time. And Elizabeth gathers people to tell LJ about his father. And the stories are just touch my heart for
Mhm.
them to do that, how much it meant to him, and the kind things they said. I love that. What an
Mhm.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that
Beautiful.
was good.
awesome.
Well, I'm hoping that
Beautiful.
we'll find that medal in season
Yes.
14.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, and
But
that I think that ties in beautifully. So let's talk about what we're looking forward to in season 14. What are you most jazzed about or what are you most hoping to see?
I don't have a lot of expectations in a way that We know there's a wedding, I'm sure. Uh, those are the things. When will it be? Don't know. But that is part of the mystery of season 14. But I'm looking forward to what they did last year, just surprising us. I mean,
Hmm.
there's so many things that are up in the air between Lucas and
Edie.
Edie.
Edie. Sorry.
Mhm.
That is going to be an interesting thing. I really want to know what Lee will, really kind of settle into his job. Is it the mayor? Is it the lumber? It's construction. I'm curious about that. There's so many things that can be explored, and yeah. So I'm ready just to enjoy. I don't know that I have a lot of expectations, but I'm
Mhm.
just looking forward to it because last year was so great. I have total confidence for season 14 for the writers and the sport
There's
and
a
our
new
cast.
director in this first block, which is
Mhm.
interesting. I don't know that we've
Mhm.
had a new director in the first block
Oh,
for a
that's
while.
right. Yeah, true.
Mm.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Lucy
Lucy
Guest, I think.
Guest. Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So that will be interesting. But yeah, we have a lot of confidence in this team. We've seen them bring it time and again. So Jeanette, what
Mhm.
are you most looking forward to?
I mean, I gotta say the romance is at the top of my list as far as because to me it's like an embarrassment of riches, right? Because we have Elizabeth and Nathan, wedding romance. We have Lucas and Edie who are now have declared feelings for each other. Where's that gonna go? What's that romance gonna look like? And for some of us old school, we're looking for some Abigail, Henry potential. I mean, to me, that one is like screams fireworks and like I can't even.
All of
Yeah.
it.
And then
Yeah.
Ellie and Oliver, good grief. It's like it's
I
Right.
know.
so like wow. Where do
And
I
May and
even
Mike.
focus?
And May and
Yes.
Mike.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
possible,
I was gonna
decision about
say.
whether they're gonna have kids and
Yeah. Part of me is like, can our
holy
Hearty
cow.
hearts take that much? Take that much romance? But the problem is, the writers have to throw wrenches in there. So it's
Of
like,
course, of course.
I don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
see
Yes.
any wrenches or
Right.
I know
Well,
we
I
gotta
think with
have
the
them.
Abigail and I would say Martin.
Yeah.
Henry. Henry. I like that one. I mean, everything is new. Everything that Abigail will experience is new
Yeah.
because the town is changed,
Right. Yeah.
substantially
Yeah.
after, when Abigail left to take care of her
And
mom.
we've never seen that side of him. Like, I don't even know
No,
what a
no,
romantic, like, there
yeah.
was always an undercurrent with
Exactly.
them, but like, we don't
What
know
would that even look
what does
like?
like a flirty Henry or a
Yeah.
romantic Henry look
I was
like?
gonna
I
say,
don't
well,
even
he
know.
has a
Oh.
son, so
Yeah.
it's in
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
somewhere. But who knows?
Yeah. It's gonna be something.
Hmm.
Gracious.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
I'm
Wow.
looking forward to
Okay.
it.
Lynn, what strikes you? What are you looking forward to?
Well, I really would like for LJ to find his dad's medal. I mean, my heart hurts for him that my dad died when I was 8, so I can
Mm.
relate. So I think that would be really sweet. But yeah, I'm a Henry fan too, and I hope um, there's some kind of I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't, mind at all if he had a romance. But I hope whoever it is gives him a hard time because he was not very nice in the beginning. So I hope they give
He
him a
was
run
our
for his money.
villain,
Yeah.
truly. He was
Yeah.
our villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 13-year what's the word?
Redemption arc.
Yes,
Yeah.
redemption arc. I mean, that's a
Wow.
long time to go through that process.
Well, and I always think about like new Hardies who may have just found the show or found the Hardies and see us like rooting for this and then going, I'm going to go back and watch the seasons I missed and then
They're
seeing
like,
that and being
really?
like,
Ew.
what? Why would you want her with him? If you
Exactly.
don't
And
know his
Abigail
origin
of all
story.
people.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
Be
an
amazing.
interesting,
Amazing.
13 years for him, to say the least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm with you on the thread of the medal, finding the medal. And similarly, I'm very proud of the writers that they didn't close the story very easily of Joseph offering forgiveness to
Yes,
Christopher.
that's true. Yeah.
So I think it
Mm-hmm.
was really brave, and Hardy's had quite a reaction to it, and I'm actually
Mm-hmm.
looking forward to that them threading that needle.
Mm.
But quite different from romance. I actually really want to see women's friendships.
Mm.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing Abigail interact with Minnie.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing, I mean, of course, always Abigail um Elizabeth and with Rosie, but I also we saw a little glimpse of Edie start to have women's friendships in town, and I
Hmm.
would really like to see more of that. I think it would be cool to see, if Angela's truly gone, like who does Allie turn to now? Well, I guess we still have I'm blanking.
Opal.
Um Opal.
Hmm.
Um but like I'd like to see the interaction between Abigail and Allie. That will be
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh, yeah. That's
Um
interesting.
so yeah.
Yeah.
Um Dawn and I watched The Other Bennett Sister this summer, and
Mm.
I highly recommend it if you guys haven't seen it. It's one of the best period pieces I've seen in a really long time, Jane Austen inspired, and it's on BritBox. It's worth every penny.
Hmm.
But the focus on women's friendships and on the healing that takes place, with women mentoring each other, was a big theme in that. Also, nerd love, which I really
Yeah.
enjoy. So
That's true.
there was
That's
a big
true.
embrace of nerd love in The Other
Yeah.
Bennett Sister, and it really persuaded me that Edie needs to keep those glasses on and
Yes.
That's right.
have
Yes.
an
I agree.
adorable romance with
I agree.
speckled
Yeah.
Edie. That
Yeah.
would make me
Yeah.
really happy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's all.
All
That's
right. I also have to call out my two podcasters here because
please.
you
Uh-oh.
I'm calling your bluff because I know what you really want to see in season 14.
All
A
right, I
a
was
little
gonna go
guest
there,
star
but you
we
can say
had,
it. You can say it.
a little guest star we had by the name of Fernando.
Let's sing it out, Fernando.
So I can't
I
believe you
we're,
just shared all those
I
thoughts
love
and you
him.
mentioned.
I love him so much, and we I think we have put out the word that we wanted Fernando to return.
Lynn, were you team Fernando? Did you like
Oh
Fernando? Were
yeah,
you?
yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. He's smooth. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Fellow swooner here,
Yeah,
you
I
Yeah.
guys.
swooned over Fernando, the horse whisperer, and I would like him to return very early in the season.
I think the one thing that was so interesting when we interviewed him was that he usually does evil. He's
Yes,
a
Yes.
yeah.
bad guy.
On other
And with
shows,
our
yeah.
group, it's just like, oh, he's
Yeah.
just so lovely.
And he was like, I never didn't know what a meet cute was. Like that whole thing was
Yeah,
just
That was
that's
too
darling.
good.
funny.
Was
Too good.
darling.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was
Yes.
so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's
So we'd
he's
like
lovely.
Fernando to have more meet cutes on our show. Yes. And he could appear in, there's many movies that he could also appear
There
in,
you
I
go. Yeah,
Yeah.
think.
Well,
Hallmark.
hopefully
Yeah.
he'll have a
So
new range of something to do. So,
yeah.
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 yeah,
Yeah.
looking forward to that though.
um, I, this is not new news or anything, but I'm also just thinking a lot about our new parents.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yes. Oh, definitely.
it. I have to say, Erin's interview that we did with her on Heart to Hearties at the very beginning of the season was probably my favorite interview we've ever done with her, and it's just a different. She's different,
Mm.
and Chris McNally was too. I think there's something that happens when you've been on this show for a long time. You start to just settle in and relax into it, and have a greater confidence. And so it's going to be interesting to see. And I pray that, Erin has put so much into this show for so long. I mean, literally every interview we do, people say, "Oh, Erin just made me feel so welcome, and Erin did this," and I feel like now it's time for the cast to do that for her,
For her,
and
yes. Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
really excited to see see that,
Hmm.
how
Yeah.
people rally around our new parents and
Hmm.
our cast. And I was noting that Kayla Wallace, who plays on Landman, used to be Fiona on our show. We hope she's always Fiona on our show and comes back. But I saw that Landman was delayed, and that means
Yeah,
that
I
the
saw that too.
the
Yeah, I was thinking
filming
about
is
that.
going, usually their filming, I think, is a little bit before ours. And so
Hmm.
now they're going to be filming at the same time. And I was just, my heart goes out to these, new moms and dads trying to figure it out.
Yeah, well,
So,
they're in like north and south, that's
right, exactly. Vancouver
the
area
location is
and,
not great.
in
Yeah.
Texas. Yeah. So
Mm.
anyway, tell us a little bit what made your summer. What did you enjoy before we head into fall, which is happening instantly? What did you enjoy? Lynn, you can start us off. What
Hey,
was
I have a
fun?
good one. My son, one of my sons lives in another country, actually, pretty far away, and I don't get to see him very much. So he and his two daughters just came for a visit for 2 weeks, about 2 weeks ago. And I was in
So
heaven. It was so much
good.
Oh, I love
fun.
it. Aw.
How
Yeah.
long were they with you?
Well, this year, 2 weeks. They come like every 3 years, and last time it was 5 weeks. So this was really like I felt so rushed. But we
Yes.
stayed in Disneyland and another, um, Knott's Berry Farm, and we took him to the beach and just all kinds of stuff.
Nice.
And we did crafts. I did crafts with the girls because I don't get to do that with
Aw.
them. And
How old
Hey,
are the daughters?
uh, they're
Your-
they're gonna in a few weeks they'll be 10 and 13.
Oh, wow.
great
Yeah,
age.
Yeah.
I had just a great time with them.
Yeah,
Aw. That's
that's
So
great.
good.
awesome.
That's a blessing.
Yes, it
Hmm.
is.
Hmm.
All right, Jeanette, what made your summer?
Well, I had a big birthday in the spring, and this summer, because in Michigan we only get 3 months of summer, I saw one of those commercials where they were like, "In your life, you only get this many summers," and I was like, I had this moment where I was like, okay, I had this big milestone birthday, and I saw this commercial, and I was like, and I'm a bit of a homebody, and so I'm like, I need to get my butt out in the summer in Michigan and start seeing people. So I just tried to fill my spare time with seeing as much friends I could
Oh,
and family as I could. And I also had a niece who was
nice.
home for the summer who lives overseas that was
Oh,
nice to see. And
oh,
so just tried to pack in all that good, quality time. Quality time is my love language too. So I'm like,
Mm.
just let's get face to
oh,
face and hang out and spend some time together. So
that's
yeah,
beautiful. That's
good.
funny. I think of you as such a traveler, but you're saying when you're at
When
home,
I'm
you
home.
are
Yeah.
more of a homebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what a good goal. I love
Mm.
that.
Yeah, I just am like, I only have so many summers left in Michigan and gotta, take advantage. It's like, wow, time goes fast,
Okay.
people.
All right.
Yeah.
Dawn, you are immersed in a job hunt and in the job market, so we know what your summer looked like, but what
I
was the
am an
highlight?
expert of applications. So,
Yes, you are.
call me. I can go through anything
Yeah.
at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Hire amazing Dawn, everybody. We need her.
Yeah.
well, please, thank you.
Yes.
Like, yeah, it has to be soon, so I don't know. I mean,
Let's do it.
two and a
Let's
half
do it.
years is a long time,
The
so
Hardies
Yeah.
can do it. We can put
yeah,
you
absolutely.
back to
Yeah.
work.
But
Yes.
yeah, I mean, my nephew graduated from college, and now he had
Oh,
a full ride to uh, DePaul for
wow.
directing, for film directing. So,
Yeah.
he's been dealing with that, and that family is dealing with all of the transition for him. But I was excited to be part of his graduation and then everything that we're doing
Oh.
here. But yeah, but after that is full on
Mhm. Looking for
applications.
work. Looking for work in a tough job market.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, the World Cup just did it for me.
I
Mhm.
enjoyed that. I love the post of the
I enjoyed
yeah.
it so much. And I'm not even saying that I watched the games knowing the first thing about it, but but the reaction to the United States and our hospitality, and to Mexico and to Canada, it was beautiful. It's what my heart needed, to see the world come together like that. I cheered for Scotland, I cheered for the UK, I cheered for Mexico, I cheered for everyone, I cheered for the US, of course, the US. But it just was it was just a burst of joy for me. And I have my best friend is not a sports fan at all, so I've never been able to like share that, and she really got caught up in the fervor for the first time. And
oh, nice.
so now I have hope, because she's a producer of movies and TV, and she's never watched Ted Lasso. And I was like, does that mean you'll watch Ted Lasso now so we can talk about it? So yeah, it was.
Have you watched that? Like they had what, one more,
of course,
one episode or two now?
One.
So the first episode came out last Wednesday, and it's literally a love letter to Kansas City. The first episode.
Oh, really?
It's a love letter to my hometown, and it really, because of course Ted has gone back. He's no longer a coach, and so I won't spoil anything, but the parties end up in Kansas City, where he is living now, taking care of his son. So anyway, highly recommend.
I was immersed in the social media side of the World Cup with all the international travelers.
Me too.
Discovering all the ranch thing with them trying to take ranch
so funny.
And like discovering Buc-ee's and Texas Roadhouse.
Exactly. Right. That's what the fun stuff was.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So good.
The Boston hosting the Scottish, and the people in Imperial, Kansas embracing the Algerians. And it's just adorable how, and my favorite one was the Asian guy who went to the Mexican restaurant, and I guess part of that culture is very much, it's like sort of transactional, like you have to earn things. And so when they just brought the chips and salsa,
that was like free. That and the refills.
The refills, exactly. So it just brought out to us like cultural things that we never think about, and it's just, it was hilarious. I'm
going to do rewind for Ted Lasso. So we talked about the BritBox,
the other Bennett sister,
the other Bennett. Well, the actress there for Caroline Bingley is the coach from Ted Lasso.
Oh,
she's one of my new favorite actresses to watch. Gangly and awkward.
Yeah, she has a unique presence, and it just, it's just so interesting to me between, a period piece versus, a modern piece. And
well, that Juno Temple actress, well, I'm sure Hannah Waddington too, but Juno Temple is like a classical British actor. Like she's very, and here she's playing Keeley, in her crazy pumps, it's a very fun role for her. But it's just funny to me how often people cite Ted Lasso as this, ray of hope and kindness in television that you just don't see. And I'm like, well, just a second there. Like
we know a show.
We know a show.
That's right.
We are, it's all about
card-carrying Hardies, people.
Exactly. There's a lot of kindness. 13 seasons to be exact. And now we have a prequel, also kind. So there you go.
Right.
Anyway, I don't think we've mentioned the Hallmark Christmas experience. That's coming, of course, again. And our Hallmark and 1874 cast will be there, as they will be. Some of our cast will be at HFR. So Lynn, you picked a banner year to come.
I did. Yeah, I really did. Yeah.
Wow.
That's perfect. Yeah. It's hard to believe that we're, in the second half of the year, and everything is like rolling. Like everything is like, wow.
Literally, if you look at the calendar, it's like they're going to just be shot out of a rocket now.
Yeah.
Christmas
rattling
to
off the
Christmas is starting earlier.
Yes, yeah. And
Like
rattling off
2 weeks.
those movies. I'm like, don't make any plans on Saturdays, guys, for the rest of the year because
You are booked. You are booked, or
Jeanette
the
has to go
DVR is
back
booked.
into her homebody
yeah,
mode.
no more going out for me.
Yeah, just forget about being able to go out because our
Well,
schedule is booked.
then
Yeah.
Hallmark Plus is a good
Yeah,
investment
there we
too.
go.
So
There we
versus
go.
Yeah,
that,
and I just
you
saw
know,
a new discount for it, so but it's well worth it, people. Go get
Oh
your
my gosh.
Hallmark Plus.
And Lacey's new series is on there, which is really good. The Paris is always
Mhm.
a good idea. Highly recommend that one.
And
Yeah.
they're
Very, very
doing,
good.
I saw this week they're going to do a new scripted series as
Yes,
well.
that was in the big
Yeah.
Yeah, that
announcements.
was, what do you
Oh,
have? Do you have any concept about what it is, do you think?
no, it says I think the showrunner is the same showrunner that did Chicken Sisters.
Correct. Yes.
But yeah, no, the
Okay.
concept, did it give a synopsis in the press
Yeah, it was
release?
like an attorney, some kind
Is
of
this
Oh,
attorney.
modern?
a divorce attorney decides to
Correct.
like flip the script because it's called Change of Heart or something like that, or Change of Plans or
Oh,
Yes.
okay. But it's
Yeah.
in modern era. It's not something like a
I
period
think
piece or
so, but
anything
we
like
don't
that.
really know actually.
Mm,
So
Good point.
yeah,
Good
yeah.
point.
interesting.
All
Huh.
right. Well, you all enjoy your very close of the summer. It's so much fun having a new Heartie here, Lynn. And you are
You're
closing out the
welcome.
summer by meeting all these other new Hearties, which is just too
Right.
cool. Thank
Well,
you for
thank you.
sharing.
Thank you for letting me be here.
Oh, our
That's
pleasure.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's
always.
really fun to invite and hear from people who are brand new to it and how you found it and what's turning you, on fire, which is clear.
Yeah,
So
this is a really interesting thing with you, Lynn, because I we always talk about there was a surge from Netflix because it was a Netflix like season four-ish, something like that. And then there was another kind of change of
Well, we had a COVID surge. People
the
watched in
COVID surge,
COVID.
right? Yeah,
And
definitely.
then
yeah.
the CBS Sunday morning, some
I was going to
people
say the
found
Exactly.
CBS
the
Yeah.
Sunday morning
internet.
was a
Yeah.
big thing as
Yeah, so we've
well.
had some bumps in the way, like big bumps, like uh, positive bumps.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
people, new fans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
throughout that.
And I
But
kind of want to bottle your energy now that we've met
yeah,
you.
me too.
Like, how do we bottle that and send it out to all the new Hardies? Because
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's
I
really
guess hang
exciting.
around with me more. I'm just kind of an up person.
I
Yeah,
love
Hardies,
it.
Well,
go
I
find
just
her on
think it's
Facebook.
great for you to share your stories and share your energy and for other Hardies to know, just put a post up and say, I'm going to be at Starbucks. Come meet me. Like it's so
Yeah.
great,
Okay. Yeah. We'll do it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
I love it.
it is a good point because everybody, I remember the first Hardy like event I went to, given it was only a Hardy party of three people, but in
Right.
my mind I heard party and I was like, oh, like, there is a scary thing that very first, like I'm meeting a random stranger from the internet.
Right.
Correct.
But when you do it like on a one-on-one human level to start out and just meet a few people here and there, and it's
Yeah.
way less
Yeah. Okay.
intimidating.
Good.
So
Those are
Yeah.
the days. Those are the days
yeah,
that we met each
yeah,
other in Twitter. And that was just
yeah,
like, I was really, really hesitant to even go to Twitter anyway. At that
yeah.
point, I mean, goodness. And then all of a sudden it was like,
Yeah.
oh, it's a real person.
Yes, yeah.
Well, we're
Yeah.
sending you all sorts of good mojo for your job hunt,
Oh,
Dawn.
thank you.
It's gonna
Yeah,
happen. It's gonna happen.
it has to happen.
And
Has to
for
happen.
and for your continued social butterfly, Jeanette, that you
Thanks.
that you don't go back into homebody mode, even though Michigan kind of requires
I
it.
was gonna say, winter is coming. Winter
Winter.
is coming.
Yeah, my fellow Michiganders can feel me there. Feel me there.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Well, tell us below what made your summer Hardies, what you're looking forward to, what lingering impressions you have of season 13. We want to hear it all. So comment below. We are going to be back in the saddle with Heart to Hardy
Soon. Yeah.
very soon, bringing you our thoughts about all these movies that are coming, and news is going to start dropping. Of course, we're going to start getting little bits and pieces as filming continues. So we'll see you next time on Heart to Hardies.